You're walking down the street, and you spot a $20 bill on the ground. Nice. Quick little rush. Now imagine the opposite. You reach into your pocket, and a $20 bill is gone. Same $20. But that loss doesn't just cancel out the joy of finding one. It hits harder. Noticeably harder. That's not you being irrational. It's one of the most well-replicated patterns in psychology. And once you see it, you'll see it running half your decisions. Psychologists call it loss aversion. The pain of losing something looms larger than the pleasure of gaining the same thing. It was named and studied by two psychologists, Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, in a landmark 1979 paper called Prospect Theory, work that later won Kahneman a Nobel Prize in economics. Here's the kind of test they ran. Pick one, a guaranteed $450 or a coin flip at $1,000. Most people take the safe, guaranteed gain. Now flip it to losses. Pick one, a guaranteed loss of $500 or a coin flip to lose $1,100. Suddenly, most people gamble. Anything to avoid a certain loss. Same kind of math. Opposite instinct. Gains make us cautious. Losses make us desperate. So how much harder does a loss actually hit? Here's where I have to be honest with you. The popular answer, twice as bad, comes from Kahneman and Tversky's own early estimate. But later researchers who reanalyze the data more carefully get a wide range, anywhere from about 30% stronger to roughly double. The exact number is genuinely still debated. What isn't debated is the direction. Losses consistently weigh more than equivalent gains. And this isn't just a quirk from a lab with a handful of college students. A 2020 study tested the underlying theory across 19 countries and over 4,000 people, and the core pattern held up around 90% of the time across very different cultures. You can see it outside the lab, too. Take a classic experiment. Give half a group a coffee mug for free, then ask the owners what they'd sell it for, and ask the non-owners what they'd pay for an identical one. Owners want roughly double what buyers offer for the exact same mug. Giving it up feels like a loss, and that loss gets overpriced. It shows up in money you've already invested, too. Look at the stock market. Researchers who studied thousands of real brokerage accounts found investors are noticeably more likely to sell their winning stocks than their losing ones. Selling a loser means admitting the loss is real. So instead, people hold on, hoping it climbs back, even when the smarter move is to cut it loose. It shows up in your own life in quieter ways. Staying in a job, a relationship, or a deal past the point it's working, because walking away feels like a guaranteed loss right now, while staying just feels like an open question. Here's the reframe that actually helps. Ask yourself, if I didn't already have this, if I were deciding fresh today, would I still choose it? If the answer is no, you're not protecting something. You're just avoiding the discomfort of losing it. Loss aversion isn't a flaw you can switch off. It's wired in. But naming it is most of the battle, because once you know your brain is overweighting the loss, you can stop and ask the question it doesn't want you to ask. If this shifted how you think about your own decisions, that's exactly what this channel's for. Subscribe to Inklings, Big Questions, Drawn Simply, and I'll see you in the next one.